with us, we have Mike Knowles, chairman. 50. I think I got most of that right, and if I didn't...
Most of it. Let me share that we're the largest senior softball league in America.
In America. Perfect.
Which makes it the entire world, actually.
Well, there you go. Well,
we have 210 teams statewide.
210?
Yes.
That is unbelievable. But, you know, senior softball, you know, to kind of set the baseline is, I believe it's 40 and up, right?
50.
50.
50.
Okay.
We have different divisions, 50s, 60s, 65, 70 plus, 74 plus, 78 plus.
Whoa.
We're inducting a 90-year-old man into our Hall of Fame tonight. He's playing great.
Where are you doing the Hall of Fame induction?
Spring Hill Suites, right across the Civic Center.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Well, that's John Lout's wonderful operation there. That's a great place. Boy, it's a brand new property, too.
Yes, it is.
Beautiful. Yeah, that's fantastic. Well, I'm glad to hear that. I'll have to get some of the guys in sports marketing to keep me up to speed on what's going on, because I would have liked to at least have attended that. That would have been cool. Mm-hmm. So 90-year-old, you're inducting him into the Florida Half Century Hall of Fame.
Yes, because we're so large now, we have more and more people nominated. Mm-hmm. Nominations, to be nominated, you have to be in our league at least 10 years, so you're going to have to be at least 60 years old if you start at 50. And people, we take high character people, not necessarily the greatest players, but there are three qualifications or three areas. You can be a great player, a great manager, or a great sponsor, or a combination of those three.
Oh, okay.
So we're actually taking in 10 people tonight.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
That's pretty impressive. Talk a little bit about, you know, for those that are out there that are listening that aren't familiar with senior softball and so forth, just talk a little bit about Florida Half Century, you know, events, you know, where you guys hold your events, obviously, you know, with 210 teams here in the state of Florida. It's pretty massive. I know it's not a, we have a couple tournaments this weekend, and then we'll see you again in a couple months, and then we'll have a tournament. It's a large operation, and everything you guys do statewide. So just talk a little bit about how big the organization is and everything you guys do.
Well, thank you for the opportunity to be in here, first of all. We'd love to talk about softball. I was a high school teacher and coach for 41 years and played Division I baseball, a little bit of minor league ball, but right into softball as a 23-year-old guy, and here he's 50 years later still involved in it. But this is an opportunity for people, and you're a golf professional, and you'll understand that what we do is very similar to the handicap system in golf. That if we, for instance, we have about 90 teams at the 50 level, 50 to 59 level. We don't want number 89 playing number 1 ever, or even playing number 50. So I have committees. I have a 10 board member, 10 board members, and they're very busy. I have lots of committees because it's just too busy for one person to do. So we have a ranking committee. And those are primarily made up of our directors and commissioners that see these guys play. And if you're winning all the time, you're moving up all the time, that's great. If you're not doing so well, then we're going to move you down to play at your competitive level to where it's fair and nobody gets hurt, first and foremost. We have A, B, C, D with our 50s division, and obviously with the A guys. And these are people that play all over the country. Most of these A teams do, and can compete with anybody in the country. At the 60 level, there'll be about 35 teams there, another 30 teams at the 65, and 32, 70 and above. Wow. But we play 2 tournaments a month, 12 months a year. We try to play a 60 plus, when I say 60 plus, that's all those other ages I mentioned a while ago. The first weekend of the month, and generally the 50s play the third weekend. And that's the same for this month. This is special, because we tie in our Hall of Fame induction tonight with the 60-plus state tournament this weekend. We have 83 teams in the county.
Wow. They're
playing Saturday and Sunday. Their format usually is play 2 games on Saturday, 2 games on Sunday, and go home. For the state tournament, there are 5-team brackets, and if you win your 4 games, or 3 and 1, or whatever you win your bracket, you'll go on and play other brackets to try to go on and be a state champion of sorts. We'll have this by Sunday evening. We'll have crowned a 60 champion, 2 of those, pretty much A and B, 65 champion, 70 champion, and so on. And with the 50s, A, B, C, and D.
Nice. You know, when you get up into the upper age brackets, say 70 and older, does the numbers start going down in terms of participants? I mean, obviously some.
That's a great question. The answer is no. Not everybody comes, Gerald, to play golf or go fishing in Florida. If you're 70 years old and retired, you could play in a league 5 mornings a week and 2 weekends a month and get all the ball you want.
Really?
So again, right now we have 35 registered 70-plus teams in our state. Now, many of those are what we call the winter people, the snowbirds.
Yeah.
But we have a minimum number of tournaments you have to play in to qualify. We make it easier for the older guys. For the young guys, 50, 60, 65, the team has to play in 6 in a year. And again, we play 11 to qualify. And the individual has to play 4. At the 70 and up level, the team has to play 4, and the individual only has to play 2 to qualify for the state tournament.
Nice. What teams that may be out there in regards to interested in getting involved with Half Century? What's the process of a new team coming in or contacting you guys and wanting to join Florida Half Century? How can they go about joining your organization?
Well, they certainly can contact Neil Duncan, Alex Try with your organization, of course. They know how to contact our people. We have a nationwide website. It's called Florida Half Century Softball.org, O-R-G. It's massive. Our webmaster just does a great job. And it tells you exactly what you need to do, who to contact, if you want to just join our league. And it costs a one-time fee of $100 to join our league and play the rest of your life as long as you never leave your area. We have 4 areas, Northeast Florida, Northwest, Southeast, Southwest, and so on. If you live in that area, you'll never have to pay another fee at all. And then on the website, it tells you who to contact. If you don't know anybody, you want to get on a team, and that's either me or one of our area directors, our vice chairman, whoever it is, and they can direct people very quickly because everybody's looking for players.
Yeah.
Now that's kind of an interesting statement too. That I would imagine that there's some hotbeds out there for senior softball. The Villages, of course, is the largest
Absolutely.
senior concentration, I think, of.
They have several thousand people involved in their program.
Yeah.
Now we have, I think, 7 teams that play in Florida Half Century that come from the Villages.
Oh, really? That
all
many?
age groups.
Yeah. Yeah. That's and that's softball. If we kind of step back and take a look from the 30,000-foot level, many guys played baseball like you did, or they might have played softball or even other sports, but want something to do. So you've got the camaraderie with the guys. Do you have? You used to have some female teams years ago, I believe, didn't you?
We don't have any teams, but we do have some individuals.
Okay.
They can all play.
Yeah.
Because they play at our level.
Yeah.
But we don't have any teams.
Okay.
And you mentioned 40, the level. I was asked, would you start 40? We don't have any room.
Yeah.
We come, and I've got to say this. We love Polk County. We are treated so well here. So 14 out of our 24 tournaments are played right here in Polk County because you have lots of great sites, and again, we're treated well, and we're so centralized.
Yeah.
But we don't have any room for any more 40 teams.
That's amazing.
Yeah, it is, isn't it?
Yeah.
But we go to the Vero area 4 times, the Fort Myers area 4 times, Seminole, the other side of Orlando, a couple times, and the rest are right here.
What's really amazing is that softball is really the way you've described it is really a lifelong sport, lifetime sport.
Oh, yeah.
Cradle to grave.
Oh, yeah.
And if you're looking for something to do, and you're excited about getting outside, hanging out with the guys, still being competitive. It's just a golden opportunity, no pun intended, but it's a golden opportunity for anybody that's interested in being outside and being active. So you got pretty much
I know our time is dwindling. Can I tell you a quick story real quick? Very important. It's a human interest story. 3 months ago, let me start over. Typically, I'll go to a tournament, and we have several sites. And I'll go visit all the sites on a Saturday afternoon, then I'll go park at the hotel or downtown somewhere and take a walk. On Saturday, August the 6th, I was right here in Lakeland. I was a mile and a half from my car, and I tripped on a sidewalk and hurt myself very bad. Now, I'm in pretty good shape for an old guy. I didn't expect, I looked down my leg and I was bleeding profusely. And if you don't believe in angels, certainly you believe in heroes, and this one was a heroine, a young lady by the name of Sarah Pollitt, who lives in Lakeland. She actually slammed her brakes. She saw me fall, jumped out of her car, saw that I was bleeding terribly, and I looked at it myself, and being an ex-coach, I said, we don't have time for 911. She looked in her phone, and there was a walk-in place about 2/10 of a mile. We got there. That's the second miracle. The first one was her being there in the first place. And they stopped the bleeding, gave me some blood because I went into shock. And then I spent the next 3 days at Lakeland Regional over here. And just the other day, 3 months later, I walked 5 miles. So
Wow.
Fantastic.
fantastic that young lady stopped and helped me out. So I do believe in heroes.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, there's plenty of them here in Polk, but it's a little different environment, you know. And I think of all the successes here in Polk County, I think the people are our biggest success, and one of the truly the thing that we have to be most grateful for. But that's a great story. I love it.
Well, my wife and I met on a blind date in Haines City 51 years ago.
Oh,
this
boy.
is a great place.
Well, you've got some roots then, that's for sure. Mike, thanks so much for joining us. Good luck. Hey everyone, if you enjoyed this interview and want to watch more Sports Central, click the video below. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.